Hey everybody, welcome back, and how's it going? We are getting ready to do a little bit of exploring, surveying. We're going to map a planet, we're going to run a few missions, maybe we'll do a little bit of crafting, all to prepare for building a homestead. That is the ultimate goal here. That's what we'll be doing later tonight. So the planet we're going to be checking out is Galaxis, technically the newest planet of the current playtest, but, you know, it's been there a little bit. Maybe about, what is it, a week or two? I'm not sure exactly, but we'll go check it out. We spent a decent amount of time there yesterday when we were mining and exploring crafting, so take a look at what kind of missions we have available. Ooh, challenging survey. Survey's good. Nice hit and run mission, easy money. Let's see. Find a med kit, or find, well, this one's worth more money, so I'm gonna take the med kit. Dangerous acid fish or dangerous acid fish? Decisions. Well, I guess I'm gonna take the one that's worth more money. Pretty straightforward. And, yeah, I guess we'll just take whatever easy harvest mission is worth more. We're mostly going to be focusing on getting some ranger experience here. We look at our skills. This is a thing that is in the playtest, but will be changed for early access. But currently under ranger, down under camping, at the bottom of camping is homestead skills. Now, the way it's going to be changing for early access is that there's no longer going to be a homestead skill. All you're going to need to do is buy the homesteader item, and then you can go set up your own plot of land and start building a house. So it's not going to be skill-based. But for now, because we want to do a building stream tonight, we've got to be able to get the initial homestead at the bare minimum. So for that, we're going to need experience. And we're gonna need money, because that's how getting skills works in this. Hey Alexa, how you doing? So we are streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. So I have two different chats that I may respond to. So if you're on one and you hear me talking to chat that you did not read, well, that just means someone is over on the other platform, so. We might bump into Alexa, apparently. She is hanging out on the planet we're going to. And I think she is trying to remove a bunch of excess dirt that is built up on the landing platform. A noble cause, but still gonna be a challenge since you can't actually dig in the spawn area. So best of luck to you. We'll keep an eye on your progress. A dangerous creature has appeared nearby. How nearby? Over there? A little too far away to see what it is, but I don't know that I want to see what it is. We've got missions to do, and nodes to survey. And I think this is also going to be the planet where we're going to build a house later tonight, and Alexa will actually be joining us for that one. A two-person team building a house here on Galaxis. So let's take a little look-see at what Alexa has been up to. I don't know who or why, but you can see there's just a bunch of dirt and grass that has been piling up on this. And it's my understanding that Alexa has been trying to dig out around it in hopes that the dirt will fall into the trench that she's building. Or whatever else she seems to be working on. She seems to be digging a hole over here. Hello. I mean, hey, if she likes to dig, plenty of digging. The game has lots and lots of digging. It has Minecraft level amounts of digging. Which, if I remember correctly, Alexa likes to dig big random holes in Minecraft too. Reverse anthills and the like. Someone made a mountain fall on top of spawn, so you had to change your spot. Oof. Someone's dropping mountains? Yeah, it's not good having a landslide cover up spawn, but you know. It looks like a lot of it came from this side. I'm kind of curious. Mining not allowed in this area. Okay, that explains why this ridge is still here. Because we're too close to the spawn, can't dig it out. Yeah, that ridge is going to be a problem with trying to get the dirt away from spawn. Oh well. See, that is what I would classify as not my problem. Alexa wants to make it her problem, but it's technically not her problem either. We didn't do that. What? Oh god, acid rain. Saw something hit the ground over there. I'm like, oh, what the hell was that? Hoping erosion will take care of it eventually. Well, one would hope that erosion would clean up some of this lumpy mess that's happened around spawn. Lots of people digging and dumping tailings. It can make a mess out of certain terrain features. We have some missions out here. We also need to have our Pathfinder out if we're going to be surveying, because we need lots and lots of survey experience. We get 60 survey experience for every node. That means after 10 nodes, we'll have about 600. We need to get about 50 nodes. That's almost the entire planet. The entire planet would be 64 nodes. Okay, well, we've got our work cut out for us. We have a goal. We've got a couple hours to, hopefully, a couple hours to manage it. Oh, my grapple's getting low. I might have to complete these missions and then... Ooh, well, at least it's already slightly damaged. That looks like a nasty bug. Oh, very nasty. Well, I mean, I guess it is an acid fish. It makes sense that it is spitting acid at us. It wasn't too bad, though. Seems reasonable. I'm pretty sure I have some repair kits. I just need to go back to a... Yeah, I made a lot of these myself, so, I mean, I've got... Oh, you know, 139 of them. I just have to go back to a camp or something and where I can, you know, actually make use of them. I think if you use them out in the field, there's an increased chance of breaking your shit. I think you can use them out in the field, but like I said, I don't want to. There's a node right next to the bug dogs. The bug dogs, they're after me. I don't think... Okay, so the bug dogs used to be a real issue in the last set of planets we had. Because when you killed one, it would split into two smaller ones. But that functionality doesn't seem to occur anymore, at least on the ones on this planet. So I'm not sure what happened to that ability that they used to have. But it does make them a little easier to deal with on this planet. What the hell is all that? That was a lot of noise. Was it those bug dogs shooting at me or what? I think it might have been. They were just on the other side of that little mountain. Maybe somebody else was over there getting shot at. Whew. What a world to try to survey. So many tall mountains to get around. Oh, well, there's one of our missions right down there. Seems to be in a decently convenient spot. This is one of the missions where we just have to dig out what we're looking for. Dig a little hole into the wall. It's mostly rock, so the dirt shouldn't get in our way too much. There it is. Man, who hit a med kit in the side of a mountain? In solid stone, no less. Alright, so our easy one's over there, which is back towards spawn, and our hard one's over here, so we'll just go for the hard one here. We do need about 3,000 both experience and money. So that's 50 nodes, and I don't know how many missions. So we'll definitely have to go get more missions after this. Not going to be enough just one round. Angry jackalopes. And we'll pick up as many of these nodes as we can along the way. 60 experience each isn't too bad. Though, we really kind of haven't... We don't have any rhyme or reason for how we've set up our path here. How we're tackling the mapping process. I mean, we could do it more methodically, where we're going one square at a time, one by one, making sure we don't miss any, making sure we don't leave any gaps. Or we could just run from mission to mission and hit whatever survey node we find along the way. It's pretty irrelevant which way we do it until we at least have enough money. Oh, what? Wow, okay, somebody's got a secret crafting base in here. What is this? It's, not sure what crafting station that is. Looks like we have an oven. Field fabricator, I think. Prep station. A tool maker. So, we found someone's homestead that literally just has a bunch of crafting stations. Luckily, I've got most of what I need for a little bit of building. It's not too terribly difficult to build. Okay, so we must be close to the survey node. I feel like there's a survey node I've already found, though, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to figure out exactly where it is. Especially in this mountainy region. Because we're not getting any signals. Yeah, no signal. The node is just gotta be around here somewhere. Looking down this, there it is. That's the one we're looking for. Kind of a pain in the butt when you find a mission for a node that you've already found once before. There's no cues to try to lead you to it, and if it's in a tucked away hidden location, you're playing hide and seek with a node with no guidance. But we got it, and it was, I think it was a challenging one, so it was worth probably 500 and something anyway, so I'd call that good money. And we even picked up a node along the way, so here, clear the jackalopes as we head back to the... I think we kind of bypassed this mission by accident. Like, it was probably one of the closest ones to us, and... Ooh! Big angry cow. Big angry fire cow with homing. Homing fire. Oof. That was rough. Well, no big deal. We'll be able to get the mission along the way as we go back to that, but the backtracking. I was obliterated by an angry fire cow. And here I thought the plasma cows on Veloglass were bad. The plasma cows I don't think have homing. They just have giant volcanoes. But yes, random, I did get obliterated. I think Alexa's lurking over on the YouTube chat. We got random in Twitch and Alexa in YouTube. Well, that's an interesting place for a plant to grow. On the side of a hill. Or side of a mountain peak. Either way, mission done. Now let's just go recover our body. Random knows and sees all. You can't stay hidden from the master moderator that is random. Even though he currently is just number 2 chatter for this stream on YouTube. Alexa got a head start on him. Self-appraisal. Self-appraisal. Well, okay. So I guess you're just writing moderator extraordinaire, total badass, you know, those kind of things. Is that your self-appraisal? Alright, I got the node, but I didn't get my body. Let's take another shot at this. I got distracted by one shiny thing and missed the other shiny thing. Alright, let's get away from these hell cows. I find it so weird that they ended up adding cows and cats and basically just a lot of creatures you would find maybe on Earth. But it does, I guess, make some sense because this is a terraformed garden created by the old ones. And I think they liked to play with the genetics of different creatures, which is why the cats grow to ridiculous sizes and the cows shoot fireballs. It's not relevant to work how much of a badass you are. I mean, I feel like they should value that. When do they add dicks? I mean, they definitely have added deer, but most of those get way, way too big to be a dick. Speaking of cats... I believe a cat has found me. In real life. I am a little worried, though, because this cat in real life does also sometimes launch projectile hairballs. So... this one's a little nicer, though, a little tamer. Not immediately hostile all the time. I mean, definitely on occasion. But not usually. Normally I have to piss it off for it to be hostile. I do remember a time where there were some enemies in this game, or some creatures in this game, that were not immediately hostile the second they saw you. Some of them had kind of different behavior patterns. Some would be hostile. some would be defensive, and some would just run away. Deer, I know, used to run away. And then occasionally, if you stayed near them too long, they'd run up and hit you and then run away again. So they'd be a little defensive, but not outright hostile, which was kind of cool behavior. When everything's hostile all the time, it's a little less nuanced. Are you trying to take the #1 spot? No, well, keep it up, you will anyway. Oh, what's that down there? Something glowing. Someone attempt... it looks like a crafting station. Why is there a crafting station sitting on an asteroid down there? Has someone set up a homestead on this asteroid just to plop down a... Is it a refinery? I mean, that would make sense. We are lacking a refinery on the station. Let's take a look what we've got here. What is this and who put it here? Oh! Ubi put it here. Up! I fell off the asteroid sideways. Asteroid physics can be weird. Let me see, does it tell me what it is? It is indeed a refinery. Ubi has placed a refinery down here so that they don't have to travel anywhere, and they'll have access to a refinery and all the crafting stations. That's actually pretty smart. Once again, Ubi proving to be a bit of a genius here. Setting up a vendor at the perfect place right outside the space station. Setting up a refinery really close to where all the other crafting stations are. It just works. Now let's turn in these missions. Did I actually manage to complete both of those missions, or all 4 of those missions, in the time this boss spawner was still here? That's the same boss that spawned when we were on the way out. So, hey, I mean, if it works, it works. Let's check our money situation here. Okay, one more good round of missions should give us enough money to get the skills we need, I think. Because we're going to need... Let's take a look at it. It's over on Ranger. 300, 900, 1200, 2400. Yeah, 3,000 total. So one more good round of missions, and we'll be able to get the homestead. That being said, we still are not even halfway of the experience we need. So this round of missions, we're probably going to do a lot more to survey the planet. A challenging harvest, that sounds like a good one. A challenging survey node, that sounds like a good one. Only easy find missions. Okay, we'll take the better one. Dangerous, formidable. Dangerous, formidable. I'm feeling formidable. We may regret that in a little bit, but it's at least worth a shot. Alright, back to the planet. And we'll continue surveying. We'll see how many more nodes we need to get. I'm actually kind of curious about something, though, because sometimes if we look at exploration challenges, we do have some free experience here that we could claim from equipping a Pathfinder, grappling 5 times, surveying a node, surveying 10 nodes. And by the time we finish this, we should have surveyed 64 nodes, so we'll finish all of these. And I could probably just place a camp, and we could complete all the exploration challenges. Do I have camps? I think I have camps. Oh, yeah. I have plenty of camps. 225 camps, to be precise. That is a lot of camps. I could set up a camp a day and camp for, you know, good solid portion of the year. Reminds me of the day when somebody was trying to trade me 500 camps. So I just tried to offer them my 200 camps in return. That big purple eagle is always scares me. Camp? The maker over there that I can actually see. I've never seen it. Never seen Camp. I was aware of it, but never actually saw it. So let's get our missions lined up here, see where we're going to end up going. Oh, look. Someone is dancing. I wonder who that someone could be. I'm collecting more loot caches again. But let's go ahead and repair our grapple. Alright, our grapple is back to 100%. Pristine. Perfect. Not even the slightest bit of damage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this nerd is busy digging a hole. Let's take a look at where our missions are. Okay, so it's probably easiest to hit the find mission first. Then maybe hit the combat mission. Then go over here to the gather mission. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to go along this line here with just a little detour up. We're going to get all the survey nodes. Then when we get here, we're going to go all the way up, get all the survey nodes. And we're going to go over, get all the survey nodes. Then we'll go over here, get this one, and then we'll just kind of maybe fill in as we go. And that'll get us almost the whole planet. We'll just have like 2 rows at the bottom that pattern won't get us. Just work our way completely around. Well, let's go ahead and find the survey node that's near here. There's got to be one near here. Signal locking, so it looks like it's that way. I think I hear it, but where is it? Signal locking, so over here? Oh, I definitely hear it. There it is. Didn't have to go up the mountain after all. That gave us exactly the one we were looking for. So we'll head off towards our combat mission. Though the combat mission might be a bit of a challenge. Oh, there we go. Got that one. Now we'll take the detour up towards the other mission. So Alexa, what is your goal? Are you just trying to get the dirt off of spawn, or are you gathering some resources along the way? Because I figured you'd be more interested in trying to do more of your tailoring work. See if you could figure some of that out. Ooh, that's a scary looking cat. I gotta dig a hole here while there's a scary looking cat nearby. Come on, where's the item? Show me the item. There it is. And we are gone. Bye, scary cat. we gotta go a little bit south, a little bit east. Does sound I'm heading in the direction of a node. Yep, I hear it. Through this hole? There it is. Perfect. So this is how mapping a planet works. Finding the node inside each little square on the map using the Pathfinder tool. So while using the Pathfinder tool, it tells you to stand still to scan. That's one of... Oh. Hey, it's a person. That person whose homestead we found earlier. Hello. But, yeah, so once you're standing still to scan, as it says, it begins scanning. Signal weak means you're looking in the wrong direction. There might not be one immediately near us, though, because we are standing in the middle of a square. The middle of a square we've already surveyed. So we'll just continue along to the east until we start getting some sort of sign that we're getting close. Yeah, okay, now I hear it. So looking that way, signal weak. Start looking towards where I was hearing the sound. I see it's establishing a signal. Look towards where the sound is the loudest and the fastest. It says signal locking. So you can do this by sound or you can do this by text. And then you run into all the angry bug dogs and grab the node right out from under them. I don't think the bug dogs have homing. I would have been absolutely dead. I would have been absolutely dead if those bug dogs did homing. So what happens if you dig under a node? The node starts to go down into a hole. The node stays on the surface. So if you dig down, our mission, we're at our mission. That's our mission shooting at us right now. And I was completely oblivious. Like, what the hell's shooting at us? Oh, our mission target. He's stuck in a hole, though. That's convenient. Perfect. There's more people. I'm attracting a crowd. Can you kill your target with dirt? If only you'd said that about a minute sooner, I could have attempted it. I have not ever tried to bury a creature alive. Just myself. Alright, there's gotta be a node around here somewhere. Oh, wait. Hold on. Establishing signal. We might have to go this direction. Getting kind of dark. 2 times a day where it gets really, really dark on a planet. Sunrise and sunset. Because, you know, usually there's some terrain that'll block the light. And because of terrain that blocks the light, you end up with the sun and the moon just kind of on opposite sides of the planet from you. And no light coming in anywhere. Alexa's also getting some caches. That's good. I've picked up apparently a decent amount of caches. Oh, I have a legendary cache. That's awesome. I forgot about that. I was saving that to open on stream. I don't know when or how I got it, but I got it. So we'll check that out. Oh, look, a maker. I could theoretically murder that thing. Oh, wait. Signal. Establishing signal direction. Where is it? It's gotta be around here somewhere. Doesn't appear to be down. Is it up? I mean, this is getting us closer, I feel like. It is say... Oh, wait. Signal lock. It's this way. It's at the top of the tallest peak in the area. We're going to get a good view when we get up here, at least. I don't know if it's the tallest peak on the planet. That one looks like it might be taller. Those over there look like they might be taller. But I think it's slightly taller than that one, so it's the tallest peak in this range. But it's okay, we got it. And it was right on the bottom edge of that square, so... Looks like somebody's already attempting to take out the maker from a distance. But why from a distance? Not a particularly dangerous maker. Big hole here. Oh, maybe that's why, because even though these creatures don't seem like they're that big of a deal, they do have homing. Or at least the maker had homing. What the hell's down here? Oh my god, it's a den of fire rabbits. Hello, bunnies. Hello, very, very spicy bunnies. This is a rabbit den. You know what? That's fair. It's their home. I shouldn't be, I should not be invading their space. They have a right to get angry. Bury them alive? Alright. Let's see what happens. I gotta get some material, so we're gonna tear down this little mound. I went from like, oh yeah, we'll leave the little fire bunnies alone in their little bunny den, to, okay, now we're gonna bury them alive. Poor bunnies. All they wanted to do was be left alone in their den. Alright, filling up my tailings as quick as possible here. Dirt is good for filling up tailings quickly, because it mines faster than stone. Alright, there we go. We have a full hopper. Now what's going to happen to these poor little bunnies? Well, now they're over there. Alright, you little spicy bunnies. What happened to the spicy bunnies? What happened to the spicy bunnies? I think we squished the spicy bunnies. No more spicy bunny. They just got pancaked. Though there is still one out here. He's come to avenge his brethren. Okay, he's gone. I mean, low-level creatures like that do not have a lot of health. So they probably got squished into the terrain. And because I didn't do any damage, it's possible they didn't drop any loot. Which would be why they just vanished. Ordinarily, they'd drop loot if I had shot them, but... I don't know. We buried a family of bunnies alive. Do you feel good about that little experiment, Random? Oh, there are just holes everywhere. Random feels great. Well, I'm glad you do. Making me do all these horrible things to wildlife. Alright, signal lock is this way. Very close. There it is. There's an angry kitty down there. So it is taking us a little longer to get to our missions as we try to survey everything. And, you know, kill makers along the way. And bury rabbits along the way. Kill the wabbit. Kill the wabbit. Oh, hey, look, it's the dev vendor. How did we end up at the dev vendor again? There are apparently a lot of other makers around here, and apparently one of them is getting destroyed. See, the thing is, I think the other day they had a maker hunt on this planet, so they probably destroyed all the high-level makers. And now all these low-level makers are just everywhere. I'm pretty sure the fact that we can see them from all the way across the planet is a slight bug. But, you know. Things to fix, I suppose. It's not the worst bug in the world. It's not game breaking. Matter of fact, it actually makes things a little bit easier if you want to go loot hunting and try to get some caches. Having the makers appear. Some cows, some jackalopes, some very angry jackalopes. All of this between me and my my mission. I have been to this area before, and I dumped a ton of tailings right here. And the world looks almost natural again. So it just kind of goes to show, if you don't go out of your way to totally destroy the world, it will heal itself. Why do fireballs have to home? They need to turn down the homing. But we got our mission complete. But part of the problem is we still have some sort of node somewhere. Alright, let's take a look around here. Because on my other character, I dumped tons of tailings right there in that field. And it just looks nice and smooth and... Alexa? I see OMG, OMG, OMG. Just got an email from the place you interviewed at. That sounds like hopefully a good thing. Now, where is the signal lock? Getting dark again. Signal lock is that way. But that is... What direction is that? That's probably not... I probably need to go the other way. Or I'm gonna miss... Ow. I'm gonna miss what I'm looking for. Oh, they want to schedule a virtual meeting. Well, that does sound like a good thing. GG. Alright. So we missed one to the west, so we're gonna have to go find that. Try to get around all the very angry creatures that want to turn me into goo. Oh, well, hey, there's one. Is this the one I'm looking for? Probably not. Okay, see you later. Yes, still not an offer, but it does sound like it's getting closer. They're going to do a virtual meeting with the team. That means you're... Because you already did an interview. You already did other things. So, I mean... That's probably the one I'm looking for. Yeah, now we just want to go over to the side and just work our way north. Well, best of luck with that meeting. That virtual meeting. All right, so we want to go up the eastern. There are a lot of makers along the eastern wall here, so maybe we'll take out some makers along the way. Assuming they're not like crazy, angry, homing creatures. Is a node around here. There it is. Now we go north. Need to make an email. Huh. Make an email? Make an email? Write an email? Oh god, it's more bunnies. More spicy bunnies. Sneak attack on the spicy bunnies. If I shoot the maker, they'll all come. Kind of want to thin them out first. Alright. Now I'll ring the dinner bell. Yeah, here they come. Oh man, there's a lot more of these things than I thought there'd be. Why are there so many? And why aren't they doing anything? They're just, like, angry staring. I mean, they are low-level rabbits, so maybe I'm not too surprised. Woohoo! Power-ups. Well, they help with homing fireballs, having this speed and jump power-up. The speed and jump power-up is quite possibly the most fun one there is. Ow. Sometimes when it comes to homing attacks, the best option is to just dodge roll through them. Ta-da! Make her down. But these low-level makers that aren't hidden and they're just out in the world, they only ever give you common loot crates, and the common ones don't ever give recipes, at least in my experience, they don't. So look at that. We're definitely starting to see a lot more of this world, and we almost have it. I guess we do technically have it in one solid chunk now, if you count this corner connection. So, no orphan squares out in the middle of nowhere that don't connect to anything. It's crazy how quick some people on this server, though, will go out and survey an entire planet and then post the full map on Discord. It's like, hey, look, here's the entirety of the planet. I did come visit this world almost immediately after the servers came up. So, but I did not take the time to survey the entire planet. I want to go see it for myself, but I do not have the desire to try to be first at anything. Signal weak, signal weak, signal weak. Is it up? Do I have to look up? Establishing direction, so it does kind of seem like it could be this way. We're not getting a signal lock just yet. Scanning. So, we must be so far away we're not even getting a signal lock yet. Could it be up? Yeah, I think it's up. That's the problem. I'm sitting there looking along a horizontal plane, not thinking to look up. Gamers just don't look up, right? There it is. Wedged in the side of a cliff. I wedged my head into the side of a cliff. Alright, continue to the north. Looks like there's another maker we might find ourselves. Oh, well, there's another maker there. Oh, that's a lot of owl deer. So many owl deer around this one. What kind of attacks do owl deers have? Well, they take one uncharged shot to kill, so I mean... Woohoo! Oh, wait, when did we get a yellow owl deer here? Where'd this one come from? Oh god, I'm getting ganked by the maker here. That yellow one was a slight wrinkle in my plan. All the low-level ones, just one little pot shot, they're gone. But that yellow one poses a problem. Alright. Clear out some of the ads here. These guys have homing. Ooh. That doesn't look like homing, but it looks like a shotgun. Sometimes just as soon as you know what to prepare for, it becomes a little bit easier. This game is like playing a bullet hell sometimes. Yeah, so he has the lob attack, and then he has a big shotgun spread. Not something that's too difficult to deal with. QQ. That doesn't seem to be homing. What else you got? Oh, that seems to be homing. Light homing, not strong homing. Yeah, okay, so it is slightly homing. What? Tell me you guys did not see all of those icicles all crash into the mushroom before I was killed by an invisible bullet. Oof. Oh, I can't even use my ding button because I'm not in a Discord voice chat. Oops. I deserve a ding for that one. But, alright. Ugh. My body is a kilometer away. That's rough right there. My grapple's already lost 10%. Not surprising on this planet. This planet is the destroyer of grapples. And I can't climb that that mountain for some reason. Nobody said exploring was easy. And I am mostly a crafting character, at least with this one. So I just have the most basic of basic noob pistols. So fighting makers is probably not the thing I should be doing. Definitely fighting big angry cows would not be the thing to do. This is where I wish I kind of had a stamina build. But there are definitely times where if I had a stamina build, I wouldn't have had enough health and I would have died. But stamina build does make getting around the world quite a bit easier. What I wouldn't give for a grav mesh, you know? I think the boss is right behind me. Yep. And his little minions. Somebody fighting something over there? I mean, he seems to be... There seem to be shots just getting fired in random places that aren't associated with me. Like, who is all that blast going for? There's a Din over there. Din is even weaker than a Maker, I think. But none of that matters when there's a boss sitting on top of it. I hear a node we haven't found yet. There it is. There's our death. Getting closer. More random holes in the mountains. Sometimes you see a hole in the wall and you're just like, who built this? Why? What did they get out of it? Were they looking for resources? Were they looking for shelter? Were they trying to make some sort of cheesy hiding place to try to fight something that they had no business trying to fight in the first place? Now the question is, have I learned my lesson or do I fight the Maker again? Huh. I mean, the owl deer certainly aren't the problem. Even the yellow owl deer is relatively easy. Email sent. Well, congratulations. But yeah, sometimes using plants and terrain as cover is a good thing, but apparently that mushroom was just not good enough last time. Grab some invulnerability here real quick. Don't know how long this is gonna last, but maybe we'll get... Oh, it's already wearing off. And the Maker didn't even shoot at me yet. There we go. Yeah, so it has a pretty... Yeah, it has a pretty wide turn radius, so... Not too hard to dodge these homing icicles, but, you know... There we go. Did it right that time. What else we got? Continue heading north. How's my experience looking? I feel like I've gotten a lot of nodes. Yeah, we're about 2/3 of the way towards the experience goal. And we got a decent amount of the map cleared. Take a walk around the house. You're buzzing with energy you don't need. Well, there's lots of ways you could deal with that. Go fight a big purple plasma cow. That'll sap the life right out of you. Is it up that mountain? In this direction. I can't confirm where it is. Alright, from up here we should be able to see anything. Close. Very close. There it is. Why'd I go up the mountain? Oh, another owl deer maker. To be completely honest, I don't care. Just leave the owl deer alone. Leave him alone. Alright, so we're in the final square here. Right up against the blue force field. That the servitors will not let us pass. They don't trust us not to totally make an absolute mess of this planet. So they won't let us go beyond this bound. I don't blame them. We already destroy the square kilometer we're given pretty quickly. So if we had access to the rest of the planet, it would be a disaster in no time. Yoink. See you later. I'd say that was mission accomplished. Get in, get out. Get to the next node without even trying. Happen to bump into it. And continue on our westward journey. Where there's apparently more owl deer. There's always more owl deer. There's apparently another node somewhere in this direction. There it is. Let's get someplace safe and take a look at things real quick. I want to see what we still have left to do here. Okay, this seems safe enough. Alright, so we just have the, what, the one mission left? For the node, and we're really close to it? Yep. That'll give us all the money we need. Experience-wise, we're still about 600 away from getting all the experience we need. Whoa, what was that? That's something... Oh, kind of pinkish owl deer. Somewhere in between red and purple. At least I think that's how it works. Is another node close? As it becomes the darkest part of day. Oh, I hear it. There it is. We missed one? What? Guarded by the pinkish purplish owl deer? Well, that tracks. Oh dear. Just zip right over them. Yeah, because the node isn't anywhere near them. It's over here somewhere. There it is. In a nice, safe valley on the other side of these mountains. Well, now I think we can just head towards the mission here. Pick that up. Because that's going to be a survey node as well. That's the survey node mission. I don't think the owl deer look up either, so that's a benefit. Sometimes it is hard to land your grapple. Because technically, this little cursor in the middle of the screen, when it's kind of like up and down, making a cross, you can't grapple to anything. But when you're in grapple range, it tilts, telling you that, hey, you can grapple here. So it is a nice quality of life feature, though it doesn't stop you from being over ambitious and trying to grapple just a bit out of range. Alright, so that's the mission completed. Kind of want to pick these up so we don't have any holes in the map. Don't necessarily need to finish the whole map, but I want to make sure it's not got a bunch of blank spots in the middle. So we need to go southeast. These creatures don't look too harmful. Some spicy bunnies and icy owl deer. Hey, Nitro Nova is on a 7-stream streak. Good deal. How's it going, Nitro? How you sneaking in here? Assuming she can hear me at the moment. Oh, that's that little homestead we found earlier. Signal locking this way. Is it up? Is it down? Close, I can hear it. It is up. I missed. The very tippy top. Well, maybe not the tippy top. Is this the tallest mountain on the planet? I want to find out. Let's go up here and see. That one over there looks like it could still be taller. That one looks like it might be taller. That one looks like it might be taller. We are pretty high up, though. So that right there, I'm going to guess, is probably the tallest mountain on the planet. Now we just need to go over here and grab these two. It's interesting looking at some of these mountainous formations on the map as well, because you can see there's a lot of nice flat land in the valley. But then look at the map over by the starting area. Over there by the landing platform. Look how lumpy the terrain looks even on the map. Oh, this is what players do to the worlds. Out here, where no one's touched anything, it's nice and flat and smooth. But over here, where players have been messing around with things, it's just a textured, lumpy nightmare. Oh, hey, someone's got a camp up. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Well, I guess it's good that things are fine. Everything's fine. See, when you use that emote, it's a little... I get a little concerned. When I use that emote, I live in the chaos. That is my seal of approval when I use the "this is fine" emote. Ah, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Alright, last one, and then we check how much experience we have right to the south here. We might still need to pick up a few more, but it's a good checkpoint to decide what the next plan of action is. Oh, look at the little baby bunny next to the big, angry bunnies that will kick my ass. Oh! That's a really fast scatter shot. They're pretty small, but I mean, it has a fast scatter shot. I want to see that again. Hey, show me your scatter shot. Hey, bunny. Hey. There we go. Okay. I want to see it not get blasted straight into the dirt. You know, I'm going to go talk to your friend. You seem to be stuck in a hole. Hey, you. Show me that attack again. Ooh! Be careful what you ask for. The thing is, it was another invisible bullet because I didn't even see the one that hit me. It looked like the one that hit me was blocked by a mushroom or something, but those mushrooms do not provide cover. Oh, if only I was in a Discord voice chat. I now owe myself another ding. What is that, random? A sacrifice to your waifu? Someone's dumping tailings over here, I can see that. So yeah, those rabbits, that fast scatter shot attack, that was a fastball to the face. There's not much reaction or dodge time with that strike. But they are small projectiles and they do spread out, so I mean, oh, hi, cow. Alright. I don't particularly want to see that attack again, but I do need my corpse. Thank you, bye. Oh! And the cows are getting involved now, too. This complicates matters. Is this because I was mean to the smaller spicy bunnies? You know, when I took a whole den of them and buried them alive? I mean, I got the corpse. I just gotta get it again. Oh. Have you guys ever seen such a spicy bunny? Gonna ruin my grapple having to come back out here every time. So we've learned not to mess with spicy bunnies. Ow. Now I'm learning not to mess with the cliffs. Angry cow. Something's angry. Oh, it's just a little cow. Those look like they are homing, though. Slow and large homing shots. Don't get the out in the grape stuck in your head. Well, okay, okay. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're in a safe hidey hole. We still have to go... Uh-oh. Okay, maybe it's not in the danger zone. Because we do still have a node to get somewhere around here. Where's the node at? It might be in the spicy bunny territory. Signal weak. Oh, it might be this way. There we go. Okay, it doesn't look like it's in... Doesn't look like it's near the spicy bunnies. Doesn't look like it's near some bunnies, but not the really spicy ones. Oh, it's near this den. That's the weakest possible bunnies on the planet. But take out my frustrations with the tiny bunnies. Hello, little spicy bunny. Goodbye, little spicy bunny. We'll just clear this den because why not? We don't want it to get bigger. We don't want it to get bigger and potentially more dangerous. Alright, how's my... I still need quite a bit more experience, so I guess we'll go over here and kind of clear up this section closer to the portal. That way, if we meet up with, you know, more spicy bunnies or other things that'll kick my ass, we won't be as far away when we have to inevitably come back and get the corpse. Why what? Why out in the grapes? Just want to make you have to look up a music video, that's why. Oh, bug dog. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to look up the Out in the Grapes video too now. Because, you know, it might be grape word. Only a limited number of people are even going to know what we're referencing. But that's fine. They can just look up Out in the Grapes, and they'll figure it out. I don't feel like there's a whole lot of things that are going to come up if you type Out in the Grapes into YouTube search. You're going to most likely find exactly what we're referencing the second you do. Then there might be other things. I don't know, maybe somebody did a remix. You never know. Alright, we're pretty close to the area here. Close to the portal. We can resume our survey mission. Establishing signal is this direction, so it's a good direction to start. Oh, you have an edited version where you took out the ending so that it loops. That's great. You could always post a 10-hour version on YouTube. Six videos before it wasn't something. Wow. So maybe it's just not relevant anymore, so YouTube search doesn't know what to do. I mean, the YouTube channel that's from has basically been dead for how long? Is it Man, I want to say 2 years, but if it turns out to be much longer, I'm going to feel like I'm losing track of time and losing track of my life. I mean, not how long ago the video was. Like how long the channel existed. Now let's see. Signal locking is this way. It seems like a good direction to go towards somebody's homestead full of... That homestead probably isn't the best place to do crafting anymore. Seems like there's a decent number of cows hanging out around it. And as Alexa and I discovered earlier, if there's an invisible maker nearby, it will just keep spawning things over and over and over, and you never get any peace. But they all look low level, so I'm kind of wondering if there's a den nearby. There's a very hostile cat over there, but these cows are all really low level. Ah, I'm inside its orbit. Why do the cows have homing at that low level? September. Okay, so I was pretty close when I said 2 years, right? Though I do think a lot of the videos that were uploaded last were just like a bunch of video dumps of their website exclusive premium content that was for subscribers of their website before they shut everything down. Because they just wanted to make it available for anyone, since the whole company was shutting down. Yeah, the last actual upload was 2 years ago. Okay, so yeah. That makes sense. It's about what I estimated. Alright, I need... It looks like 2 more. 2 more. So I grab these 2, and I'll have surveyed enough of the planet to get the skills I need. Seems like a good deal. Let's see where they are. We're getting into the territory here, so just a little northwest. There's one of them. All right. Westward ho. You realizing you could put Alexa in timeout on YouTube? Oh boy. But that would be mean to Alexa, wouldn't it? You wouldn't want to be mean to Alexa now, would you? Oh no, look what you've done. That's so sad. Alexa, play Despacito. Poor Alexa. Now we're all being mean. Alright, I made it to the top of a very weird looking mountain. And it's glitching me out. Alright. I'm good. We're stable here. We are in the survey range, so let's kind of look around. signal establishing in this direction. Yellow owl deer down here. Oh, why are the owl deer guarding the very spot I need to go to? Let's sneak around the wall, edge of the wall here. Oh, that was a bad place to go. Bad place, bad place, bad place. Very bad place. Holy crap. That's a bunch of owl deer and spicy bunnies. Very spicy bunnies. That whole valley started exploding. Bury them? Do I have the stuff to bury them? I could definitely cause an avalanche down the side of this mountain. Alright, it's worth a shot. They're not so weak and helpless as the last creatures we tried to bury alive. So what's the point of King Prowler? I mean, I ignore it because it's best to be done with a group of people, and I'm not with a group of people, so I'm not going to worry myself about King Prowler. It's effectively just a world boss. I mean, some people go around hunting the world bosses and things with friends for resources and things. Used to be able to get some good crafting materials for making good weapons. So, I mean, there's a purpose to King Prowler if you got the people to go do it. Sometimes you can cheese it too, but again, unless you need the materials it drops, you're probably not too worried about it. Back to lurking. Well, you lurk anytime, Nitro, anytime. I'm just carving off the top of this mountain so I can dump it on top of all these creatures. You see, do you? Do you now? But yeah, there's lots of different bosses and there's lots of different events that can trigger. There are some other events that aren't bosses. Like, there was acid rain earlier. Kind of sucks to get caught in that. Sometimes you can get icefall with giant icicles falling from space. There could be giant meteorites. Things like that. I mean, he could close his eyes. Doesn't have to be that dramatic, Nitro. I mean, I feel like a lot of us, for several hours a night, we close our eyes and we don't see. Doesn't mean we're blind. Alright, here we go. Ready to bury some more spicy bunnies? You love being that dramatic? Well, good for you. I'm gonna bury bunnies. Hold on, might need to get closer. Incoming! This time it kind of seems to be pushing them out of the way. Because they're not in a confined space. I mean, I could probably... I don't think it'll work in this location. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. No, hit the wrong button. Don't want to end up in that hole. So I don't think we're going to be able to bury them in that hole. It just seems to gently push them out of the way, and they have plenty of room to move. So... I think we're better off leaving those bunnies in their hole. Sad you couldn't brutally murder the spicy bunnies by putting a landslide down on their heads. Yep. Speaking of landslides, someone's digging a hole here and dumping all their stuff right here. Yes, murder is fun in-game. I wonder where they're digging to. They're digging an awfully big tunnel. There's lots of random tunnels and things in this mountain. But we have successfully gotten all the experience we needed and should have the money we needed. I don't know that Alexa's mission to try to get this dirt to come off the platform has been terribly successful, but I mean, you tried? At least you made a bit of a moat, a bit of a trench, so it's harder for more dirt to pile up on the spawn platform. So you are protecting it from getting worse. I just don't know that you made it that much better. So let's go grab some new skills. Oh, you know what I realized, though? We are going to need to do some more missions, because this is going to give me enough money for the skills. It's not going to give me enough money for buying the actual homestead item. So I still need a little bit more money all the same. The homestead item is currently 2,000. But I believe in early access it's going to be 4,000 because there's no longer going to be a skill requirement. So they replace skill requirement with a higher money requirement. It's a trade-off. And to be completely honest, I have to spend 3,000 to unlock the skill. And I don't really care about any of the skills that lead up to it. So that's all just a waste of experience and money. And it's 3,000 to get that far. So instead of 3,000 for the skills and 2,000 for the homesteader item, it's going to be 4,000 for just the homesteader item. And no experience requirement. So, yeah, obviously 4,000 is a much better deal. It's cheaper, and I don't have to waste a bunch of skill points on things that I don't really need. Because I don't need... Because I want my characters to have houses, but I don't think they need to all have camping skills. Maybe one of them will have camping skills. I'm going to make a couple different characters for a couple different, you know, builds and things that I want to do. We'll just turn in the missions here, see where we are with money. Yeah, I'm still like 1,200 short of getting the homesteader item, so that's another mission run. But we don't have to find a bunch of points along the way either. Or at least it would be another mission run if there were any decent payout missions. Let's try a different planet. Survey node for 600. That's a good one. But then everything else is going to be moderate at best. That's okay. We can do some moderate missions. And of course, only an easy harvest mission. Okay, well, we're going to a different planet at least, so... Yeah, and Alexa, that invisible ghost person was actually still standing in that exact same spot when I logged on earlier. They would have been there when you were here too, I guess, if you saw them. All right, let's get ourselves a homestead skill. We'll get the camp durations. We'll get the camp size. Now, even though it doesn't look like there's a line from homestead to camp size 3, we did some testing and it is required. It just doesn't make it clear that it's required. There we go. And again, no skills are required once early access goes live. Now I just need to get the money, and then I can get the homestead. But of course, I see somebody who's missing some of their health bar, and I'm like, I've got to go heal some wounds. I gotta be that nice guy. And then I'll get some healing in return. I needed that. Thanks, everyone. I see people with wounds, I gotta help. Though once they add the dancing and musician professions, those skill trees, I probably won't be helping people with their wounds as much anymore because it's not going to be the emote that heals you anymore. It's going to actually be the profession. At least I think that's the case. And I don't think I'll be playing those professions necessarily. Yeah, I wonder when we'll get the chance to map space. Can we map the void of space? Equipped Pathfinder. But it doesn't do anything. There's no compass. There's no nodes. There's no nothing. Surprisingly, a breathable atmosphere, though. We must be located inside of a nebula that's made of, like, pure oxygen. Maybe not pure oxygen. That would probably ignite. But, you know. A very oxygenated nebula, right? Does look like there's lots of gas clouds about, right? So maybe? Why are things exploding at the portal? Oh. One of these little guys. I love these little guys. Hi, buddy. How are you? Oh, you getting ready to do your big attack? Oh, that was cute. Nice big attack. Are you just shooting at Mervina there? Just hitting the wall over and over? Oh, what an adorable little big attack. This guy's adorable. So, I don't know if this guy's invulnerable or not, but I have seen a couple of these get into the space station and be unkillable, which is hilarious because their big attack is orbiting fireballs that orbit around them that immediately smash into the floors and walls, which it is even doing here. And their main attack is just one little fireball that if you even if you get hit by it, does 25 damage. These guys are just the cutest little things. And when they're invulnerable and inside the space station, you can jump on top of them and ride them. We'll see you later, little guy. I gotta go do some missions. So many creatures in this game scare the shit out of me. Those little tiny ball hives, though. They're just the best. I haven't even figured out where they come from, though, and why some of them seem to be invincible. Alright, we'll just get all our missions queued up here, take a look around. Oh man, that one's way out there. But it's the most valuable mission, so we gotta go out there to make our money. This place is a swamp with giant purple cats in the lake. Random, would you call that cat out in the lake a catfish? There are some crabs out in the lake too, but that makes a little more sense. Yes, yes you would. Okay, that's good. Because sometimes we also get sea cows on this planet. Catfish, sea cows, and crabs. But, you know, the crabs, they belong there, so it's fine. Not going through the building, I'm going over the building. It is nice that someone built this bridge here, directly in the towards our mission. We don't have to worry about anything nasty potentially spawning in the valley that we have to go through. Nitro, I thought you were lurking, though. You come out to facepalm. At least I know how to wake you as a lurker. Alright, so this is a survey mission, which should be a pretty easy hit and run if there's anything nasty nearby. Looks like there's some pretty vicious raptors. Those kind of also seem like the survey node over here. But I don't even need this one. Why am I doing this? See a survey node? Activate a survey node. And there are so many nasty raptors. Okay, see you later, bye. Oh, I ran into your very large friend. Yeah, these are volcano raptors. They launch a massive amount of fireballs. Woo! Luckily, they are slow-moving and not homing. Holy shit. Just get me out of here. Oh, just you playing Genshin. That's the kind of lurking we're talking right now? Okay. At least I know how to interrupt your Genshin time. He's stuck on the wall here. At the darkest dead of night. Something is mad at me, and I can't see what because it's too dark. Alright. Reset our missions here so I can actually see what we're doing, or where we're going. Closest one is technically back towards the spawn portal. Oh, hello, very big raptor. Whew! That would have absolutely destroyed me. The worst place you can be is standing right next to a creature. Because if it fires off like a multi-shot attack with several projectiles, they are just all going to immediately hit you. And even if it's a low-level creature, that can be devastating. Because sure, each individual projectile might be low damage if it's a weak creature. If you get hit by 10 of them, it doesn't matter. You just immediately get wrecked. Combat balance is something that could use a pass. Combat balancing pass. Which I think they do have plans to do, but I mean, considering early access is going to be considered an alpha test, I don't know that it's immediately going to happen. Oh, that's a very big purple kitty. And it's going to lob a bunch of gummy hairballs at me that are slightly homing and almost killed me. Yeah. Okay. Hey, check it out. It's my house. Hide in my house. Hide in my house. Hide in my house. Hide in the basement. Am I safe here? They want to kill me in here, but I might be safe. I don't think their projectiles can reach me here. My house is getting shelled by I don't know what. Am I getting shelled by cats or plasma cows? Oh, those are definitely plasma cows. I apparently have pissed off a plasma cow. My house is currently in between a cow spawner and a cat spawner. And one of them is in my goddamn broadcast room. The cows are inside the house. I think I've lost my house to cows. Oh my. Well, I've got some more missions to do away from the house at least. I abandoned my house to my new cow overlords. I feel like at this point, though, there should be a rivalry between the cows and the cats. You know, random, I'm wondering the same thing. Because I haven't seen that pop up before. I gotta go double check the bot. See what has been turned on. I mean, I know it's sharing the Discord information related to the guild stuff, which needs to be updated. But why it kind of announced that, I don't know. There's a lot of things I need to tweak. Well, good job. Hey, look, I found I think a drone. There we go. Now I just have a combat mission that's gonna kick my ass. I wonder if that bot also works on YouTube chat. I haven't tried. Because YouTube chat's... You know, trying to specifically use multi-stream is kind of a relatively new thing. There we go. Mission complete. That wasn't too bad. Well, I mean, I would have to set it up random. That's what I'm saying. Yes. I mean, I would have to set it up if it's possible. I have not looked into that, if the bot can run on both Twitch chat and YouTube chat. That's probably something I'll look into in the time period between when the playtest ends and before early access begins. I'll look into seeing if that's possible. Alright, alley-oop.
What?
Whew. Use me. I know there were cows in this person's house as well earlier. The cows are just kind of taking over. Is there a cow in here? There was a cow in here. Possible somebody murdered the cow. Oh, or it could have gotten back outside. But I don't see a cow in here right now, so... There's a cow in the cactus field. Oh, hey, look, it's Poison. Hi, Poison. And I'm pretty sure they dug giant holes over here to try to capture the big purple cows. Like, I think this is a cow catcher. But I don't see a cow in it, so I don't know where the cows have gone. Because there are some really nasty cows that I think spawn in this, maybe in this lake. But there's also a big nasty cat that's out in that lake. Oh, well, have fun. Make sure you get something good. Because I'm probably going to be wrapping things up here right after I pick up the homestead item. That's probably going to be the end for our afternoon stream. But of course, we will be back later tonight to do another building stream where we're going to be building a house. I mean, I got the homesteader item for a reason. Gotta use it. We're going to be building a house tonight. This was all just set up for the next big thing. The thing is, I don't think I ever opened that legendary cache I said I was saving for stream. So maybe we'll just take a look and see what's inside here. If we look at our current list of recipes, I want to try to... Well, the current list of recipes is a little on the buggy side. So I'll reload it here. There we go. It's all loading up. So the last things we have in here are these composite panels and these frame rib sets. So anything that shows up after that is going to be from the legendary loot crate. Let's see what we get. One recipe, just one. I'm used to getting two. Am I spoiled? Steel panel blocks. Okay. So blocks made out of steel panels. That's the recipe that was in my legendary cache. But I think I have some uncommon caches too, which might have recipes in them. Oh yeah, that uncommon had 3. Well, screw you, legendary crate. The uncommon is being a lot more generous, more giving. This other uncommon just gave us 1, so that's 4 new recipes. Let's see what they are. Well, let's reload the inventory and see what they are. Alright, anything good? Floral tea. Interesting. Cinnabar recipe. Bismuth recipe. And boiled egg recipe. Guys, I know how to boil eggs now. It just takes an egg and some fresh water. So that's kind of cool. I actually wonder if I have the ingredients to make that tea. Please tell me this was enough money. Okay, yes. We got enough money. So we'll just go grab our homesteader from the homesteader shop here. Bada bing. Now we should have a homesteader item here in our inventory. There it is. I'll go ahead and just equip that for later. Got plans for that. What happens if you don't have any fresh water? Well, you gotta find some then. So here's the floral tea recipe I just unlocked. Herbal infusion, rose petals, and syrup sweetener. Okay, I don't think I have that stuff. I mean, it's possible I've picked up the herbal infusion. I think I've picked up something, maybe, on one of my characters. It might have been herb related, but can't make the floral tea. Oh well. Boiled egg. I do have eggs, but I do not have any fresh water. So I can't make boiled eggs. But that is a relatively basic recipe. So this is like an early cooking recipe, I think. That just requires eggs and fresh water, which both should be relatively basic ingredients. Granted, it looks like the only eggs I have are from opening crates. But, I mean, it only takes one egg to boil an egg. So I've got 20. I can make 20 boiled eggs if I just had the water. Which, you know, that's a thing that will have to be acquired in the future. But I don't need to unlock any of these common caches because common never have recipes in them. They just have stuff. And it'll have more stuff than the cache. So these, let's see, 6, 12, 18 to 20. These 20 caches would end up taking more than 20 inventory slots if I opened them. So I'm just going to leave them as common caches for now. So, all right, that's it for this stream. You guys take it easy. Have a good one. Thanks for joining us. We will be back again in probably just a few hours to do a little bit of home building. So, till next time, everybody.